Quick, we need another bar mitzvah.
Yeah, we had a nice filled out.
There were a lot of people here.
Yeah, it was
It
nice.
was really full.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to wait. We'll do it anyway. Unless you're expecting anyone. Shiru Ladonai, Kol Haaretz. Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash. Shiru Ladonai, Kol Haaretz. Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash. Sing unto God all the earth a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God and we'll all sing along. All the earth a new song unto God. Shiru Ladonai, Kol Haaretz. Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash. Sing unto God. Sing unto God all the earth a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God and we'll all sing along. All the earth a new song unto God. Shiru Ladonai, Kol Haaretz. Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash. We will sing unto God a new song. Shabbat Shalom. Good to see you all. We need to light some candles. Would someone like to light for us? All you have to do is light. We'll all sing together. Go for it. Yes, please. I think the lighter of the choices up there is the easier one. Yeah, go for it. Yes, please. Push down hard. There you go. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Thank you. Amen. I used to be able to, when we were doing everything at home and everyone was on Zoom, I could tell everyone who was holding Kiddush cups and all that. It made it easier, so I'm assuming people have at home and are drinking. In fact, we used to do all of that Kiddush and everything after the service, which makes sense, but since I know there are people at home on their couch waiting to drink until we bless, that's why we moved it up into the service. Anyway, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Borei pari hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu. V'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit. Ki hu yom techila lemikra kodesh, zecher letziat Mitzrayim. Ki vanu vacharta, v'tanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodshecha be'ava uvratzon hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh HaShabbat. Lechato D welcomes the spirit of Shabbat into our midst. It's a centuries-old liturgical poem that calls out the spirit of Shabbat in the form of a bride and a queen. As our ancestors would go to the edge of town all dressed in white to welcome that spirit, they would we to some extent match that by, as we get to the final verse, we'll rise and face the entry to also anticipate the coming of Shabbat. This is one of the more traditional melodies. Lechato tili krat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Lechato tili krat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Lechato di, lechato tili krat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad, Ishmianu el hamyuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, l'shemo tiferet v'litila. Lechadodi, lechadodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechuven elcha, ki hi mekor habracha, merosh mikedem nisucha. Sof maaseh b'machshava tchila. Lechadodi, lechadodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, hitoreri, Kiva orech kumi ori, uri, shir daberi, kevod Adonai alayich nigla. Lechadodi, lechadodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. We rise and face the entrance. Bohi v'shalom ateret ba'ala, gam b'simcha uv'sohola, tochem munei am segula. Bohi chala, bohi chala. You can turn back. Lechadodi, lechadodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. If you want to sit briefly, you can, but you're going to have to get up again in a moment. Please, come on, are you going to help me out? Come on. We do Chatzi Kaddish, and then we get back to Baruch Hu, for which we would rise, so it's up to you. And of course, physically, if it's more appropriate for you to sit throughout, you're welcome to do so. Good to see you back. Here we go. Yikada ve'yikada shemei rabba, be'amad yivrach yirtei yamlik malchutei, b'chayevon v'yomechon, uv'chayetocho beit Yisrael, bagala, bagala, uv'izman kariv, ve'imeru, amen. Yehesh me rabba mevorach, Leolam ulam me'amaya, Yitbarach, Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitbar, V'yitromam, V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, v'yitale, v'yitalom, Shemina Kudesha B'richu, Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, Tushbechata v'nechemata, Da'amiran b'alma, V'yimeru, Amen. Don't go away, you know this. Ya lie, 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 ya lie, 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 ya lie, 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 ya lie, 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 ya lie, 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 ya lie, 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 lie. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Barechu et Adonai HaMevorach, Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, Le'olam va'ed, Le'olam va'ed. Ya lai lai lai, ya lai lai lai, ya lai lai lai, lai 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 lai, ya lai lai lai, ya lai lai lai, ya lai lai lai, lai 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 lai. We continue in the English. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzevaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai Hama'ariv Aravim. Do you know this one? This is great for those practicing your Hebrew. Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha ahavta, Amcha ahavta. Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadeta, otanu limadeta. Akein Adonai Eloheinu b'shochbenu kumenu, nasiach bechukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, u'mitzvotecha leolam va'ed, ki hem chayenu, be'orech yameinu, uvehem negei yomam v'layla, negei yomam v'layla. Ve'ahavatcha al tasir, mimenu le'olamim, Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev amo Yisrael, Ohev amo Yisrael. Oops, I forgot to do that. No, don't go away. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Shem Kevod Mahuto Leolam Vaed. Baruch Shem Kevod Mahuto Leolam Vaed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Maybe you be seated, but maybe our soprano will join us for this. You want to come up? Come on. Impromptu choir. You all know this. Love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. And these words which I command you on this day shall be in your heart, shall be in your heart. Teach them faithfully unto your children. Speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, when you lie down, and when you rise. Bind them for a sign upon your hand, that they may be a symbol between your eyes. Write them on the doorposts of your house, and upon your gates, and upon your gates. Teach them faithfully unto your children. Speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, when you lie down, and when you rise, and when you rise. We have a reading, and then we have Micha Mocha and Hashkivenu. Y'all welcome to hang out. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. We can all read. The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea. La 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar ba'kodesh. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar ba'kodesh. Torah te'ilot oseh felech. Torah te'ilot oseh felech Adonai. Leolam vaed. la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Hashivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom. Behamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen. Shelter us beneath your wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right. Amen. Everyone can sing amen. 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 Thank you. I'm going to trade Mindy for Nathaniel. It's Hebrew school practice time. You're staying here. Okay. Please rise. And Nate, come up here. Huh? Sing. And you'll know it when we get there. Like you haven't done this before together. Oh, she hasn't seen the picture we have from camp yet. I'm not going to use it, but yeah, right. Ufiaki tehilatecha Ananananana Adonai Ananananana Sfatai Tiftach Ananananana Ufiaki tehilatecha Ananananana Ananananana Sfatai Tiftach Ananananana Ufiagi tehilatecha Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah. El Hagadol, HaGibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei HaKol, V'zocher Hasdei Avot v'Imahot, Umevi Gula Livnei V'neihem, L'ma'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Mashiach Magid, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham v'Ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol atah Rav le'Hoshia. Ashiva ruach u'morid ha'Hashem, Mechalkel chaim b'chesed, Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim. Somech noflim v'rofech cholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato lishnei afar, Michamocha bal gevurot, Umidom melach, Melech memit umechaye, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah lahachayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, Mechaye hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yahalu chasela. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. You may continue silently with your own thoughts and prayers. You may continue seated or standing as you prefer. You know that, right? Shalom, 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 shalom. Eitz chaim hi lamachaziki b'v'tomcheha, Meushar Eitz chaim hi lamachaziki b'v'tomcheha, Meushar. Shalom, 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 shalom. It is a tree of life to those who hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. It is a tree of life to those who hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. Shalom, 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 shalom. You can have a seat to hang out if you want, or you can go sit with your family, whatever you prefer. Okay. What is there, like a men's and women's side? And this is some of my camp crew. You know, we're always up at Camp Newman in the summer together. So not only do I know that they know the songs and the prayers and all of that, but are you normally in the same session, or is it off by a year?
Off by a year, but we're in the same session last year.
So like every other year you would be in the same session? Got it, okay. Yes, and then I take a whole bunch of pictures while we're up at camp, so I have good material to use. Because you're not as bad at making faces at me when I'm taking the pictures. Case is much worse. But somebody else might like to make faces when I'm taking pictures. I want to show people at home how much fun we're having up there. And, okay, fine. All right, let's send some blessings of strength and healing. And again, I've just kind of, not only because I like it, as a healing property, to have soup on the page. This is a soup place in Jerusalem. It's definitely soup season, and it reminds me, to thank Roberta, who stocks up our freezer every so often, and definitely now, because people can use the medicinal quality of soup. So Jewish Family Services will distribute it, and Roberta makes a big batch or 2 or 3 and brings it in and has it available. At home, of course, if people want to write names in the chat of those they would like to send the blessings out to for healing, we invite you to do so. Here in the room, if you have a name that you would like to say out of someone who could use the blessings of healing, we invite you to do that as well.
It's in his care of this as well.
You can do as many as you need. It's all good. We send blessings to them and to all those who could use it. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit. Let us say, Amen. And while it's been wonderful to receive some of the hostages back to their homes, to their families, there's still quite a few. That's, one of the other things about camp. We have a few Israelis who live in our community here. We have people in the congregation with friends and family who live in Israel. Most of us are a few steps removed. But when we're up at camp, there are usually approximately 36 young Israelis who are there working with us up there. So you've gotten to know people who are either just before their military service or just after their military service, some who were very much affected. Last summer it was intense. Absolutely intense. It'll be interesting to see this summer how it's different. We're still not there. I hope and pray by this summer this will be resolved. In the meantime, we encourage the diplomats to do their job, and we can at least offer our prayers. Achenu kol beit Yisrael, achiotenu kol beit Yisrael, hantunim b'tzara uvashvia, ha'omdim bein bayam uvein bayabasha, hamakom yirachem alehem v'yotzi'em mitzara lirvacha, u'me'afayla le'ora u'mishibud legula, hashta ba'agala uvizman kariv. Our brothers and sisters, our family and friends, the whole house of Israel, all those in distress and captivity, wanderers over sea and land, May God have mercy on them and bring them safely from distress to comfort, from darkness to light, from slavery to redemption, from captivity to freedom. May all be free swiftly and soon. And we say, Amen. And for those in the land of Israel, for the people of Israel, for those protecting Israel, Avinu Shebashamayim, Tzur Yisrael v'go'alo, O Heavenly One, Protector and Redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love, spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. Amen. May the one who blessed our ancestors before us bless all those who strive to protect the land of Israel and who live therein, from the north to the south, east to west. May God confound those bent on destruction and bring strength to the builders of peace. May all of our protectors return home safely, and may we soon reach the day that brings lasting peace for all Israel and all the world. And we say, Amen. So I've been preparing for Tu B'Shvat this year, and I was digging into my research and doing all sorts of things to prepare, as well as we're inviting our friends in the Japanese church to join us. And so I was looking for material that might connect trees, nature, and Japanese culture. I grew up across the street from the Japanese American Cultural Center. Apparently now it's called the Diablo Japanese American Club. Anyway, they have a festival every summer that we love to go to. And way back on their property, past the sushi vendor and the udon and a variety of other displays in the back of the field, they set up the bonsai. Some of the trees were over 100 years old, handed down from generation to generation. I found them captivatingly beautiful, and I've certainly learned that caring for them is a spiritual practice. I mean, there's a reason that Mr. Miyagi in the original Karate Kid movie chose bonsai for his symbol, especially as it is contrasted with the more martial, macho symbols that some dojos choose. And I also explored some of the meaning and traditional practices of sakura, the cherry blossom. Just fair disclosure, this is an almond blossom, but I didn't have a good cherry blossom picture. I think it's almond. It's here local. And because our friend, Reverend Akiko Miyake Stoner of the United Japanese Christian Church, is a Bob Dylan nut, I thought I would look up whether there were any good Dylan quotes about nature. So I typed Bob Dylan nature quote into the search engine and came up with this. He said, apparently, I am against nature. I don't dig nature at all. I think nature is very unnatural. I think that truly natural things are dreams, which nature can't touch with decay. Well, that wasn't so helpful. Plus, it's an internet quote for what it's worth, and I have no idea whether or not he really said it. Dreams are natural because nature can't touch them with decay. Decay. And I was struck with all that, and I started writing this some time ago while watching the concert for Fire Aid to help rebuild Los Angeles. Staring at picture after picture, scene after scene of destruction, decay, destruction, what appears to be the death of an environment. I absolutely love hiking through redwood forests. It's definitely my happy place. If you haven't taken the opportunity to do this, I have a suggestion. Next time you're in a forest and you come across a fallen tree, one that's been there for a while, stop and take a close look at it. It's an entire mini world. It is its own little ecosystem, growing out of decay, growing out of the dead tree trunk. All sorts of little plants peeking out, fungus and critters. critters you can see and many too small to see. It's a natural world growing out of the decay. And I was talking with Reverend Akiko about all this, and she tipped me off to a term I had not yet heard: nurse logs. She sent me some Instagram images, and one of the comments on the picture said, "The Ouroboros of death feeding life and vice versa." So I had to look up that term, Ouroboros. It referred to a circular symbol of a snake or dragon devouring its own tail, usually representing the eternal cycle of destruction and rebirth. Lest we think this is some foreign cultic concept, I would argue that it is already deeply ingrained in our own tradition. It's the same thinking that developed Jewish burial practices. Our tradition teaches us that when we are done with our physical body, we are to return it to the earth from which it comes. A kosher casket has no metal in order to not impede the decomposition, the return to the natural process, the decay. I find it hopeful, comforting. This week, we'll gather for our Tu B'Shvat Seder. It grows out of the Kabbalistic tradition, Jewish mysticism. And one of the world-leading scholars in Jewish mysticism, Daniel Matt, wrote about the parallels between Kabbalistic notions of the creation of the universe and Big Bang theory, and how the primordial materials that burst forth from the original bang keep recycling from star to planet to dirt to tree all throughout the cycle. He wrote, "The star explodes in the violent process, forging even heavier elements: copper, silver, tin, iodine, gold, mercury, and lead. These, along with the lighter elements from the exploding core, are spewed into space. Over eons, these elements recycle. They recycle themselves into new stellar systems. Our solar system is one example of this recycling, a mix of matter produced by cycles of stars, stars forming and exploding." He said, "We, along with everything else, are literally made of stardust." So, Bob, Mr. Zimmerman, Dylan, I'll celebrate the decay. It's one brief step in our journey from stardust to stardust. I don't have a great segue. Let's rise for the Elaine. It was going to be too pat, I'm sorry. All right, y'all know what to do. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, lategeru la'yotzer breshit, shelo asanu kegoye haratzot, velo samanu kemishpechot ha'adama, shelo samchekenu kahem, vegoralenu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, Lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech kol haaretz bayom ha'hu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo You may be seated for a moment. At home on Zoom, if you want to add names in the chat for those you're remembering for Kaddish, we invite you to do so. The first person could please write Kaddish to differentiate between the healing names and the mourning names. We would appreciate it. I'll read our list here, and then anyone who would like to add names, we invite you to do that as well. This week in our congregation, we mark the yard sites of Albert Anmuth, Ruth Balin Beeler, Lawrence Birnbaum, Alfred Sharon, Ned Cohen, Herman Davidson, Benny Dinner, Judge Jerry Fields, Ellen Foreman, Susie Anmuth Goldberg, Harry Gorin, William Haberman, Walter Levin, Joe Levy, Minnie Cohen-Macon, Abraham Margolin, Abraham Myers, Pauline Moak, Diana Ofen, Lolita Pritchett, Ida Sapper, Estelle Saul, David Schilling, Louis Schumann, Ben Shane, Evelyn Shane, Ida Sigel, Paul Smith, Louis Sperling, Nettie Weinberg, Martin Yaakov Warnock, and we mourn the recent passings of Mabel Fraser, wife of Frank of blessed memory, mother of Michael with Sandra, Marilyn with Rayner, and Jeff of blessed memory, grandmother of Renee with Richard Godinez, Christy, Amy, Michael, and Caroline, great-grandmother of Matt, Mackenzie, Alex, and Charlie. Remember Eileen Sue Konarski, mother of Sarah Bugay and Susanna Mannion, grandmother of Isadora, Elizabeth, and Henry, and Gilbert Gross, father of Robin and Lisa of blessed memory, grandfather of Reese, August, Autumn, and Nicholas. Are there other names that people would like to include for Kaddish this evening?
Linda Day. Bruce Reed.
For them, for all those we keep in our hearts. Together we rise as a community, especially to remember those who have no one left to remember them as we together recite the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma tivarach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayei v'yomei uv'chayei techol beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'izman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabba mevorach leolam umei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei tekudsha b'richu. La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabba min shemaya. V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May all of their memories be for beautiful blessings. Amen. You may be seated. Tomorrow, of course, at 9 a.m. on Zoom, we have Torah study. And this Thursday night, 6 p.m., is our Tu B'Shvat Seder. As I said, Reverend Akiko Miyake Stoner of the United Japanese Christian Church will be joining me to lead along with Reverend Ana Maria Tenberes Lopez of the New Thought community. We've been doing it together for a few years now. I was hoping that with her Native American spirituality, she could really add to our celebration of the birthday, the New Year of the Trees, and she has. It's been wonderful. And our friend Reverend Akiko is also just another wonderful partner in interfaith work. And so I'm hoping perhaps in the years to come, maybe we'll build it into a really nice, big interfaith activity. And come on, it's trees. You gotta like trees. But please, as well, there's all sorts of things going on, and I want to especially point out our adult Purim Spiel evening, March 8th, and that we're doing. So if you remember Sukkot, we did the dry goods store in recognition of 100 years ago when our congregation first met. We met in Levy's dry goods store. And so this part is completely made up. But I picture that if you knew the password, in the back of the dry goods store, there was a special room, and that was their speakeasy. And so for Purim, come on, speakeasy. That's perfect theme of that. So Esther's speakeasy, or perhaps going with Herman and Goldie Levy. Maybe Goldie Levy had her own speakeasy back in the back room there. Anyway, we're going to have a wonderful evening, and it's a great way of supporting the temple and celebrating Purim at the same time. So we invite everyone to come on out for that. other than that, there's a whole lot of stuff in the weekly emails. Please check those out. Let's sing one more. Y'all know this. That was a subtle cue. If you know it, please sing along. Oh, say shalom biroma. Say shalom aleinu, Be'ako Yisrael, Be'ako Yosheteinu. Amen. Both of you get closer to the mic, please. Oh, say shalom biroma, say shalom aleinu. Be'ako Yisrael, Be'ako Yoshvei Tevel Ve'imru. Amen. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, la 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 la. La 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 la, oh say shalom b'roma, say shalom aleinu, ve'alko Yisrael, ve'alko Yisrael. Amen. Shabbat Shalom. We'll gather in the social hall for motzi, oneg, schmoozing. I'm glad you're all here with us, and we'll join together in a moment back there.
Good job.